Oh, my poor wheelbarrow. Busted. Sitting outside in the rain too much. And the wood rotted. So it needs new poles. The ones that I found were 60 bucks for new poles. This whole wheelbarrow I think you probably buy for 40 or 50. And the poles were from a different company, so the holes weren't in the right spot. So I'm going to make my own poles today because I really don't want to buy a new wheelbarrow and the top of this one's fine. So I picked up a 6-foot piece of this radiata pine select and already cut it down to size here. We are going to go ahead and cut this in half. This is just about the perfect size to replace those poles on the wheelbarrow. It's 5/4, which means it's a little less than 1 1/4 inches. And I'm going to cut it this way and get 1 3/4 basically per pole once it gets cut up the middle. Just bought a table saw for 12 bucks at a yard sale, so let's see if that works. Pusher stick. I think I officially hate carriage bolts. Things got rusted on there and all it would do is spin around. Nothing you could do to take it off because the head of the screw is buried in the plastic there. So the only trick is grab that thing with some vice grips as hard as possible. The plastic was in the way. It took me like 30 minutes to get these things off, but they're off now. So assuming we do get those carriage bolts figured out, the next challenge is that a normal wheelbarrow handle is nice and rounded here at the top for grip, and this is not. So we're gonna have to do some clever tricks to try to round this thing down. I think probably I'll start with a bandsaw or something to get just the profile going, and then we'll probably just have to sand the rest of it. Tell you what, those handles are ugly, but they feel pretty good. Not bad. Painting some parts here, hoping to make them more durable this time. Well, the wheelbarrow is almost done now. Parts started going together. I just kind of finger tightened some of these nuts here and go ahead and tighten those up. And we should have a wheelbarrow ready to go here. Alright, everything's good and tight now. I also put some Fix-A-Flat in the wheel here because it was pretty flat. You know, who cares if there's Fix-A-Flat rolling around in there? It'll actually help it as the rubber gets dried out over time. So let's give this thing a shot, see how it does. Well, the wheelbarrow works fine. As usual, when I try to save money, it ends up taking me way more time than I expected. But hopefully this thing will last for another decade or so. With this leftover white exterior paint I have, should keep the water out pretty well. First job tomorrow is to use it to clean the baseball field to get ready for baseball season. So we'll see how it performs.